Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your night to join me. I really appreciate it. I'm just chilling here. I think this is our last video for the day, and I'm hoping that my roommate's company doesn't step in my bathroom. Only because for all intents and purposes, we just got out shooting. Like a whole week of shower vlog content. And you know me, it's not like I'm exactly, like the most focused person, on anything other than doing nothing. Just being honest, right? So yeah, I really legit mean that. So I'm hoping it can last like a few more minutes, and then I'll have some time to get in there and not be a bachelor. I tell you, it is so fun being single. I mean, and trust me, the good part of my positive side of why I convince myself being single's the best way to go for me currently, I'll just continue to ride on that. You know what I mean? Because like I love it. I love it. My bathroom, I don't have to clean it. It's awesome. Like, I don't have a girlfriend coming over. You know what I mean? Like, my bed, psh, maybe it's made and maybe it's not. Actually, I really prefer my bed to be made. So, I guess I can use that as an example, but it doesn't really matter, But regardless, I also enjoy getting up in the middle of the night and doing like I don't know, nothing. I also just enjoy not having a regular sleep pattern. Oh boy, being a bachelor's fun. But when you have company, you have to rein it in, and it's sort of like, all right, you do that for a few reasons, and they all don't have to be about you. So that's the thing. Thank you guys again. Every day, I see the playbacks and I see the new subs, and I really appreciate it. You seriously like have no idea how happy I get when I'm doing nothing, right? And I see there's like 100 new subs, or I see that like there's 100 new views or whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of that like little about it, in terms of like, yeah, the channel's growing. I'm real happy about it. I mean, obviously, I tell people to do nothing. This is a vlog about nothing that we do 4 times a day. I mean, the fact that we can get through any of this is like remarkable sometimes, in terms of like going into something like this is not something you go into thinking to yourself that like there's some kind of finite, methodology to a successful completion. Because let me tell you, the best advice is doing nothing, being prepared for nothing, and making it happen. You know what I mean? That's some true skill. And so that's what we do here on Vlogs About Nothing 4 times a day. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow tremendously. And I assure you, we are completed with that sidebar. Although I will wrap up in saying that 3 minutes into the video, if you've heard me out there, don't go in my bathroom, please, because I gotta get it cleaned. All right, so let's move forward. I want to talk this evening about speech and debate. Okay, so obviously, sometimes I'm sure a lot of the times there's almost 500 videos. Oh boy, we're almost at 500 videos. The fact that I'm even saying that is mind-boggling. I've never had 500 anything. I mean 500 videos is seriously and sadly and both ironically gonna be the happiest time of my life, maybe. But anyways, I really think that I really think that I'm a huge fan of sports. No, that's something actually I know that I'm a fan of sports, and I know that we discuss athletic competition and athletes and all of these things. It's sort of an ongoing recurring theme here on the channel. It's been a big part of my life. And so speech and debate is also a sport, all right? It was a sport that I got introduced to on an amateur level, as a freshman in high school. Thank you, Ellie Lassiter. I mean, seriously, like, seriously. And I smile like that because, she and I have this relationship that we've had for, oh boy, I'm really old now, in terms of her being a, like, vital mentor to me and, providing me the opportunities that I had to ultimately become a speech and debate state champion. Yes, that's me, you know. That's also, sadly, again, nerdly and ironically, one of my flexes in life, right? Is that somehow I managed to become a state speech and debate champion. Yep, that's me. Again, 5 foot 4.5, 115 pounds. I literally think that's my exact same measurements from when I was in high school. It's not like I've done a lot of growing up since then in either the brain way or side of the like the body way, you know? Holy potatoes. I mean, if you're under the age of 20 and you watch this and you find yourself about to be 40 and you can still fit in the same clothes that you had on 20 years before, then like I'm not sure what to tell you, because it's a confusing thing, you know. You'd assume that you grow in life and that you'll get taller and you know you might put on a belly or you might gain some weight, but like sometimes that doesn't happen. And I mean, again, every part of me just wishes I would have known that when I was 18 so that I could have just kept all my clothes and I could have never literally had to buy clothes again. But, you know, clothes are dispensable, I suppose, and I've gone through a lot of clothes in my little life. So, I mean, you know, holy potatoes. Speech and debate is one of those things, right? That, like, is again, it's so different than you could ever possibly imagine. It is so different than you could ever possibly imagine. The amount of work that goes into these speech and debate tournaments as, you know, as an organizer or as a participant is beyond remarkable. I mean, you can imagine, like, there were times where every single weekend, you know, my then girlfriend, my high school girlfriend, and I, who happened to also be on the speech and debate team, lucky me, I know, I'm super grateful for my life, but like, okay, so the thing was, is, you know, there was a competition every week, and sort of, they literally lasted from 8 in the morning till like midnight, and this is no joke. I mean, I love speech and debate. I aspire to be a speech and debate coach for either a public or private school at some point in my life. And I think I'm going to find the most joy and the best reward from that kind of a career, just as I, you know, here on Vlogs About Nothing. I enjoy talking. Obviously, talking is kind of something I feel like, hey, you know, I might be good at that. I'm not good at many things. Maybe I'm good at talking. So, you know, yeah, like as a part of my middle aged, you know, fledgling sort of timeline as it concerns my existence, yeah, at some point in my life, I'm going to become a speech and debate coach for a group of students, right? And so, yeah, I like speech and debate. It's comprised of individual events as well as student congress, or yeah, like, and it's just this really cool thing, right? Individual events are everything from, like, you know, humorous interpretation, dramatic interpretation, duo interpretation, prose and poetry, extemporaneous speaking, domestic extemporaneous speaking, foreign extemporaneous speaking, Lincoln Douglas debate, you know, like cross X. There's so many different kinds of events in speech and debate, and again, I've never experienced anything like it, and I've never really heard people like advocate for speech and debate, right? Obviously, because it's kind of a nerdy thing. Not gonna lie. Obviously, you know, perspective on both sides of the aisle. As much as I grew up worshiping straight up Michael Jordan, you know, I also like really like enjoy Bob's Rules of Order and parliamentary procedure, and you know, I it's just something that I find interesting and fun, and I've got to travel the entire country as a result of it, right? So dreams come true, you know, and yeah, I've literally had the opportunity to see most of this country free of charge, and as, you know, a person who is an active competitor in speech and debate, and I dare say that I rep my school well. You know, I'm just from a little place here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I come from a really small school. Ironically enough, that's produced two Rhodes Scholars, three astronauts. You know, I mean, for being such a small school, we unalive it as it concerns, you know, our legacy set forth in, you know, provisionary academia, and, you know, being able to be prepared for post-secondary and stuff. Although I guess that wouldn't be the case for me because I ended up, bouncing around three different schools as an adult. But yeah, so speech and debate, right? If you don't know about it, learn about it. You know what I mean? And if you have like children, they're in high school or something, obviously sports are a really good thing to push on young people in the amateur sense, in a responsible informed consent kind of a way, you feel me? And so yeah, like teaching the youth and presenting them with athletic opportunities is more than just soccer or American football or football or whatever. You feel me? Speech and debate is a sport too, and it should get its recognition, right? I mean, hey, if we have a toe wrestling championship here in the world, then we should also have the same accreditation and value as a society put towards forensics, which again is what comprises speech and debate. So, forensics, I'm a member of the National Forensic League, I'm a member of the Catholic Forensic League. Yeah, both of which I'm really happy to be a part of. I love being a nerd. Thumbs up, you know? And I also love taking fools out onto the basketball court and dropping a triple double looking like I'm, a Gonzalez Hispanic version of John Stockton. Yeah, man, I learned all my garbage trash talk from Gary Payton. So we got to thank Mr. Payton for that burst of little attitude. Plus Isaiah Thomas, plus Larry Bird, plus Michael Jordan. I mean, come on now. You feel me? Don't even bring LeBron James or Kobe Bryant in this conversation. So I hope that you guys have a really good night. Again, thank you so much. Just straight up, I make these videos about an hour of content every single day, and I tell you, it is not easy, but it's also way better than anything I'd rather be doing. You know what I mean? In terms of like, I'm happy this is working out in a reciprocal manner for everyone that wants to be a part of this. Remember, just a friendly last quick reminder, I'm here to entertain you. That's the whole point of this channel. That's the whole point of this show, is just sit back, chill, not worry about comments or what you're gonna like say or whatever, in terms of to the angry mountain trolls that have feet that are similar to the commentator on the program. I just I appreciate it. That's what it's about. And life's too short, so let's all go do nothing. Let's get some, this is an idea, right? Let's all look for Mary Jane, let's find Mary Jane, and let's do nothing with Mary Jane. Hey, Mary Jane, for all you know, could be an actual person. So I'm just saying, unless you know, you don't. As the eyebrow that's shaved off comes right out in frame. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and thanks again for watching, okay? Bye.